live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Everyone on this team. Cleveland's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
The kick out to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And that one's good. Freak.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Outside Irving. Love kicks to Fry. 5 on the clock. James against George. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Lawrence, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Shumpert comes in for James. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good for Frye. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He said that one of the players are keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Thank you, Doris. Shot's good by Turner.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
58 seconds left in the first. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Tries it from the top of the key. And Shumpert pulls it down.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And Miles kicks to Freak. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Turner, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro. Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Frye comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. On the court right now for the Pacers. Lawrence, he's in at point guard. Turner is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Miles in at the 3 spot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Cavaliers leading, and now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And the shot is good from Stuckey. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron has doubled. Out to Shumpert. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Lawrence passes to Stuckey. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
And both free throws good from Freak.
And listen, Cleveland were the favorites to win the Central Division last season. High expectations given they finished 3rd in the Central in 2014. But that's just what adding LeBron can do for a team.
There's the pick. Shumpert dishes to Fry. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Irving.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Cleveland did win the Central, as you alluded to, won 11 in-division games against what was a very tough division.
No easy opponents in that Central Division last year. 3 teams in the playoffs, and 1 was knocking on the door. The Cavs did what they needed to do to bring home the banner.
It's blocked. On the wing, James. From the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. LeBron's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Iman Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Then for the Pacers, C.J. Miles. He's checked in for Hill. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. They've got him on Shumpert. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Love in at center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
He's perfect from the line this time. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Love outside. Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
From deep, Miles. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Cleveland leading by 10. In the corner, Irving with it. 1:49 left to play in the third.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Lawrence. From the high post, he drills it. Freak's got 4 this quarter. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Irving a screen on George. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. There's a screen. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Shumpert's got 7 points.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And it's Freak missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 9 points in the game so far. Pacers trail by 13. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Releases. Off the left rim and out.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Here's Lawrence. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Outside Irving. Now the dish to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 14 points for Kevin Love.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. Fries checked in for Mozgov, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Hill. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. The drive by Smith. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stuckey. And so here is Indiana. They trail by 18. Now here's LeBron. Pass to Dellavedova. Back to James. So we see the Cavaliers taking the...
Hi, Kevin. Will LeBron...
The 2K Sports postgame show.